Hello everyone, welcome to a new language video, and today I'm going to talk about the Irish language, and my name is Roland. So, the Irish language then. The Irish language is the official language in Ireland. Okay, what a surprise. I said in the title this language might surprise you, and the first one was a huge surprise. Okay, I'm kidding. Let's continue on to see what in this language actually might surprise us. But before we do that, let's go into some more facts. The Irish language has almost 80,000 native speakers and a staggering almost 2 million two-language speakers. That's quite a lot if you consider if Irish is only official language in Ireland, although it has some minor community in Northern Ireland, but it is not really an official language there. Irish then is part of the Celtic language, and the language is sometimes called as Gaelic. It has no connections with the English language family group, or better said the German family group, because English of course is part of the German family. Irish uses the Romanian alphabet just like English. So no big surprises there. So, but I said that Irish has no connections with English, so we're going to see the surprises right here, because you might think that Irish is very close to English, but I don't think you do if you see those examples. But before we go into the examples, I have to say that I do not really have audio for all these things, so I have to pronounce these things myself. So it can be that my pronunciations might be a little wrong. So I'm sorry for if that happens. But let's go into some examples then. The first example, let's do a simple, that is quite a simple one. In English, I have a book. In Irish you would say, Tá leabhar agam. Or, literally translated, Tá means there is, leabhar, book, agam, on me. So, how works it if we put something negative in the sentence? Like the sentence we see here. There's no food because the dog eat it. Okay, it might be a little bit correcter if I made the sentence there is no food because the dog ate it instead of eat it. But of course in all of these videos I want to keep it a little bit simple, so I'm not going to use the past time here. So the sentence there is no food because the dog eat it. In Irish then you would say Nil ayan bian was go nitiam al madra e. I'm very sure I said it wrong, so I apologize. But let's see the literal translations. So the literal translation, nil, no, a, one, bia, food, twas, there, it was because, go, an added word but doesn't exist in English, or at least not that I know about. Niet, Jan, eating, an, an added word, madra, dog, it. Let's see a very useful sentence then, because Irish coffee of course comes from Ireland. So how do we say I want an Irish coffee please in Irish? So in English of course we will say I want an Irish coffee please. In Irish we would say Warmat liam café arenach le de trois. So literally translated, this is actually quite interesting. It would mean an added verb what could liam with me, café, coffee, of course. That one wasn't that hard. I nog Iris, le de trois, And these 3 words actually do mean please. So, but the big question of course of this video is the Irish language worth learning? And I ask this sentence because despite being so different in English and an official language in Ireland, everyone in Ireland speaks English. So you might think is it not a little bit of a waste of time if I learn Irish, especially if it is so different in English? Well, for once, the first thing, of course, if you love the language and you really want to learn it, I should say go for it and don't let anyone bother or stop you, because if you love the language, if you want to learn it, go ahead and learn it. Because why not? How more languages you know, how more power you have, they say. So don't let us stop you. If you want to if you don't think Irish isn't really used for purpose things or so, well, there is a lot of English use in Ireland, but if you really want to study in old Irish things, like documents and something, that Irish language might be very useful, because all of these things are still written in Irish. In Ireland, of course. So that also might be a possibility to learn Irish. Although as for myself, I don't think I'm going to learn this language. I'm learning a lot. I'm willing to learn a lot, but this for me isn't a part of them. But don't let me stop you here, because if you want to know this language, if you want to learn it for fun, or either for fun or for something purpose, just do it. And then of course the last question, which we always ask at the end of the video: how hard is the Irish language? Well, interestingly enough, even though it is on Google, I also must say, although that I use the translations of Google, because the one site I usually use didn't have much in this language. So also the translations might be a little wrong, but I did my best. But the question, to go back to the question, how hard is the Irish language? Well, yeah, I said despite it is on Google, it is not seen in the difficult charting, in the difficult chart of English native speakers. So it is not really used in a category there. But if I have to put it in one of these categories, I will probably put it in category 4. And the reason for that is because the language is very hard. Grammarly it is very different from English. There are also almost no words that this language share in English. But one thing it doesn't have in common in English, of course, is the alphabet. So you don't have to learn a complete new alphabet to learn this language. So that is the reason why I didn't want to put it in 5, but more want to put it in category 4. So with that being said though, thank you guys for watching. Usually I say thank you in the language I do the video of, but I have no idea what thank you means in Irish. Maybe I should have looked it up before a video. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I see you guys next time.